Everybody do it. King Dingbat here, and let me say this. Happy Thanksgiving tomorrow to all you Dingbats out there. I hope each and every one of you guys are having a great day. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm sitting here, and I forgot my damn pad, my little iPad to read the comments. But it is what it is. I once again am able to stream live. Here, and I forgot my damn pad. Damn. Hold on, I gotta fix the sound here. Let me see here. Where are you, mother humper? All right, I think we're good now. So, anyways, as I was saying, what is going on, everybody? Backyard Podcast. What's going on with you? Alex Epstein, Gabagool Nation. Hell yeah, 500 Spouse Shop. What's up? Dubster, Jadis Young's here, Dalton's here. What is going on, everybody? How you guys doing? Let me get my iPad. Hold on. I forgot it. I like using the iPad and my I like using the iPad because then when I get the chats from the channel members, I see them. Otherwise, I don't see them. But anyways, what's up, everybody? Glad I could be here hanging out with you guys today. Obviously, big game for the Eagles on Sunday. New York Giants, they're reeling. Freddie Kitchens is their new offensive coordinator. Eagles bring back Mac McCain today, if you remember. Undrafted free agent corner. They picked him up off the Broncos waivers. Cut him. Broncos re-picked him up, cut him. And then the Eagles plucked him. So he's there. What's up? What's up, Brett? How are you? What's going on, man? Anthony, eggnog time. Listen, here's my thing with my eggnog. I've been drinking too much of it. Like, I have to chill out today. I have to pace myself a little bit. So, like, I'm not having any till tonight. Now, tonight, to me, the holidays start. The holidays starts as soon as this is over. As soon as this stream is over, it started. You know what I mean? Mayor, what's going on, buddy? How are you? Bryce Harper, what's up, man? Shout out to Bryce Harper. Sunday, come here Sunday. I get you one. I told you I wouldn't forget. I'm definitely not going to forget. But I'm assuming a lot of people are traveling, a lot of visitors, a lot of people doing stuff today. But I'm here streaming. I'm off all week. Usually I go to Vegas, but I'm not in Vegas because I got little kittens. Thomas Hefferman, what's up, brother? Kate is young. I feel good. Now, I'm a big Christmas movie guy, right? Big Christmas movie guy. I got to say this before I start this. But do you know they got this movie? It just came out on HBO. I think it's called like 8-Bit Christmas. And it's about kids back in the, like late 80s trying to get a Nintendo. Dude, I lived through that. I have to watch that movie tonight. I have to watch it. No, but the holiday starts with this pod. Oh, you're too nice, man. You're too nice. Jeff, happy Thanksgiving to you too. I figured probably, you probably got a lot of people traveling. Probably a bit of a slow day. But I don't get to be home often enough to do these. And I always want to do more of these. I'll be giving more wrenches out Sunday. So if you're in my stream for the game, I will definitely do it. You know what I mean? Yes, Kara, with Neil Patrick Harris. I didn't even know about this. I saw this thing late last night. And I'm like, I've been waiting to watch it all day. It looks great. How are you feeling, by the way? No Name Still Stinks intro. We got to work on one. You know what I mean? Maybe over the next few weeks before we play them. But anyways, tomorrow's a very interesting day because Dallas is on their heels. Now, Cowboy fans, Mark Holmes, they get mad at me for saying this. But it's true. If Dallas loses to the Raiders and then the Eagles win, it's like we're like one game out. And we still play Dallas. So this division is still up for grabs. Still could be had. No question about it. Supreme Gamer 45, happy Thanksgiving to you too. I watched that Home Alone crap. Yo, I watched it. I hated it. I hated it. We're not watching the Home Alone reboot, Philly, because we don't I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't even do the accent, the English. I can't do it. I can't. Michael Snot said, Michael Snot, I like the name of that. Denzel, you got to change your last name from Washington to Denzel Philly. I should just come out with a t-shirt saying Denzel Philly. You know what I mean? Dallas is not losing to the Raiders. Why not? Teams tend to play really good on Thanksgiving. Dallas, they're capable of losing. Is CeeDee Lamb going to play? Is Amari Cooper going to play? These are the things that I got to know. These are the things that I want to know. You know, I think Dallas is going to lose them all. Just my personal opinion. You know what I mean? I think Dallas is going to lose. I think Detroit will get their first win. I think Dallas will lose. And what was the third game? Is it Buffalo Saints? I'm gonna say the Saints are gonna beat Buffalo. Buffalo's just reeling right now, dude. The thing with Slay, Bryce, he's concussion protocol. I think he was at the walkthrough today because they did a walkthrough. He's up in the air. I think he's 50 feet. He may not play. That would be horrible, you know? Yeah, Cooper's out, but CeeDee Lamb may be out too. He's in concussion protocol. Now, how can CeeDee Lamb be back that quick? I can't imagine it. I can't imagine CeeDee's going to play. What do I think about the Lakers? In what way? I'm not, you know, I like the Lakers when I never been a Laker fan. I like Magic, but Lakers, Kobe. Not Kobe, I'm sorry. Dude, wrong side. LeBron. A big Kobe fan, not a LeBron fan. I mean, Slay has been posting on Twitter a shit that I mean, you know, he's got to get cleared. He's got to get cleared medically. I think he's going to play. Early in the, you know, like the other day, they're like, you know, they think he'll be fine. They think he'll be ready to go, but he hasn't been cleared yet. So he was on the injury report today, and that's the problem. You know what I mean? Raiders whipping the Cowgirls. That's what I'm saying, Raider Carlos. Raiders are my second favorite team tomorrow. My second favorite team, because my favorite team's the Eagles. Second team is anybody playing Dallas. You got to make my Thanksgiving. If Dallas loses more, my Thanksgiving will be made. You know? I'm playing Tay Gowan if Slay can't play. You might have to, but I mean, I thought McPherson's done a decent job. Yes, Slayer. Yeah, Slay. I would say Slay's our best defensive player. I think Slay has been a top 3 corner all year. So I would say he's definitely he has to be, right? Definitely has to be, in my opinion. You know, we got 160. I don't know how many people we got here. Let me see. We got 169 people here. Thank you so much for being here. If you're new to the channel, please like, please subscribe. We will be streaming no games tomorrow. I'm taking them more off. But yeah, we're streaming on we're streaming Sunday. Definitely giving Gowan some snaps. You guys like Gowan, huh? I got to go watch more of them. Killer Cowboys. Parsons going to take Carr's lunch money. Parsons will get his, but I don't know, man. I feel like I think Dallas going to lose. Cowboys beat the Raiders 38-13. Boy, if you guys lose, yeah. I got to see. Let me pull this up here. Let me see what their schedule is. I want to take a look at Dallas' schedule. Let's see. I want to see who Dallas has left. Let's see. I'm pulling it up right now. Mother Humpers. So Dallas has. Okay, this is an interesting schedule. If we're going to be honest about this, let's look at this schedule. Eagles are what? 2.5 games out. They play Dallas one more time. So here you go. Dallas plays the Raiders. I think they're going to lose, but let's say they win that game. Then they got to go to the Saints. You don't know what you're going to get with the Saints. You don't know who's going to be back. So they got to go at New Orleans. They could lose that game. Then they have to play at Washington. They're going to split with Washington. They'll beat the Giants. They're going to lose Arizona, and they're going to lose the Eagles. Eagles will win the division. Eagles could definitely win this division. This division is up for grabs. No question about it. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. It is up for grabs. No question about it. John Dunham, thank you for the super chat, my man. He says, my favorite Christmas movie is Jingle All the Way. Classic movie. Put the cookie down now. Yeah. Tad the Turbo. Yeah, that's a great one. I like that one. I'll say mine still is A Christmas Story. That's my favorite, followed by National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Those are my favorite 2. Jingle All the Way is up there. And then I would say my new favorite my new classic favorite is from a year ago, a movie called The Fat Man. If you haven't watched Fat Man, watch it. You might have to watch it twice. But it was awesome. So should we play Sean Bradley in Taylor's place because we need to see what he's getting? I wouldn't mind that, Mara. I mean, unless you have if you have specific past situations and you want to put Singleton in, fine. But I totally wouldn't mind it. I think we need to see what Sean Bradley has. I mean, look how TJ Edwards, we waited, I thought, too many years to give him enough snaps. Luckily, he got enough this year. Christmas Vacation is my favorite Christmas movie of all time. Yeah, it's classic. I've had my wife just order me the eggnog cups with the mousse. I just ordered a couple of those on Amazon today. I need to have those for my eggnog. Yeah, the one with Mel Gibson. Absolutely. Nah, man, Eagles are going to destroy my job. Yeah, Blue City Empire Sports knows. I mean, I'm trying. I talked to Pizzle today. I texted him. Said, dude, you want to come do multi-stream or come back on my stream last year? He's like, I might just want to watch this thing alone. Like Giant fans look defeated. They look defeated. No question about it. Oh, yeah, Elf is awesome, too. Elf has got to be top three. Top three. Bill Murray Scrooge is good. Yeah, I agree. Those are all great. There's so many good ones. And I only watch them during Christmas season. So, for me, I could watch Christmas stuff starting tonight to the new year. And then after that, it's no more. Your favorite Christmas movie? A Christmas Carol. A Christmas Carol. Is it I know the story of it, but there's a couple versions of it. Why do I hate the Lakers so much? Give me a hate. I don't hate the Lakers, but I kind of hate the Lakers. I'm not a LeBron fan. Christmas Story is my favorite. No question about it. Philly Raiders 68, Cowboys 3. I think it's going to be a close game. I got a feeling the Raiders are going to win. Raiders have lost 2 in a row. They're reeling. Dallas has got a lot of injuries, and it's Thanksgiving. I just got a weird feeling Raiders going to win tomorrow. I can't help it. I have that feeling. Oh shit! Look at it is. Oh, look at this. So I got a guest that we're about to bring on here. I got to plug in my thing, but I invited Copizzle to come join us and come talk. So I want to talk a little football with my man Copizzle stopping in for a moment. Let's bring him right on. Yo, Copizzle, what is happening?
Everything's great.
What's going on, brother?
Everything's great, Philly 500.
Yeah.
Thanks for asking.
Yeah, I see you're a little sad there. Tough season, man. Seriously, I'm not gonna destroy the Giants here because we got a big game Sunday. But what happened to your team this year, man?
Let me tell you something, Philly 500. I want to let you in on a little secret here.
All right.
I'm gonna have a conversation with you because you and I were there together, side by
brothers.
side.
Like brothers?
Like Eskimo brothers.
Right.
Okay. Eskimo. I mean, if you know what that is, that's deep. Okay.
Right.
So trying to wheel the Eagles to victory in week 17. And it didn't happen. Yeah. And the Giants are going through a hard time right now. I don't know if you know this, Philly 500. I'm sure you do, but we're 3-7 for the second consecutive year. Okay. Bingo. We hit our bingo numbers again. And right. So here's the thing. We got to take our pain and our frustration out on somebody. And that somebody is you.
Yeah, right. You don't even believe that.
That's just what I mean, after what happened a year ago and what's going on right now, we're beating up ourselves. How about we beat on somebody else?
Yeah, but you're going to have to wait about another 3 weeks.
First of all, Philly's not doing what Tampa did to us. You know that.
I think you guys are in trouble.
I mean, they're not doing what Tampa did to us. And you gotta think, Philly. I mean, if there's any team that we circled the calendar for, I mean, it got to be Philly, right?
Right.
Mean, it had to be you guys.
I think some people think you guys were overlooking the Buccaneers.
By the way, was I not correct draft night when I was sad about Devontae Smith?
Absolutely correct.
Wasn't I correct?
Nope, you're absolutely correct. And I gave you all the respect for that because you were the only man that stood up and admitted it.
I mean, I knew he would be awesome. And is he not awesome?
He's awesome. He's everything I thought he would be.
Yeah.
You know,
it's like that. It's like you started dating that chick and everybody said, no, she ain't gonna do it. And you said, oh, no, she's all that and more.
Right. Exactly. Let me get to a couple of these. Edward, member for 12 months, Dingbat Nation. Thank you, buddy. What's going on? Birdman, member for 3 months. He says, happy Thanksgiving, chat. 500 on the road to 400. We're trying. And then Edward, thank you for being a member. And we got a quick super chat. Super Philly 31, Eagles 41, Giants 17. I love that. How do you like that score?
I hate it. And whoever wrote that score, clearly they've been drinking.
Oh, Pizzle.
They've already started the Thanksgiving.
Guess what? You want to start drinking right now because guess who's just signed into the chat here? Guess who just came on? Oh shit! I didn't know this was gonna happen. Mark Holmes. Mark Holmes is here. What the hell?
It's, I feel so proud right now. I'm sitting here looking at my babies. I feel so good. I've been sitting here thinking all week, what should I do? Because here it is. I've got Cain and Abel that are going against each other this weekend. You're going to be fighting it out.
We're going to be beating his team's ass this week.
We're going to be wrestling in the bedroom.
Yeah, I'm about to just yell up there and say, shut that noise up and go to bed, kids.
There you go.
This is the first time ever, isn't this, on YouTube? This might break YouTube, don't you think?
What, you mean to have us three on or just
all
three people?
Three of us here together?
Yeah, I didn't know it was going to set up that way. I said a couple of things to you, to Pizzle, to Joe Shea. I said, if you guys feel like coming on, I didn't expect anybody to come on. So it's a treat.
Well, I was actually coming back from the grocery store because I got to cook. We have a Thanksgiving feast.
What about us, Dad? You gonna feed us, Dad?
I got the 20-pound turkey. I got 10-pound ham. We had the sweet potatoes, the mashed potatoes. We had the baked beans, the broccoli, and I just went to my mama's house. I went to grandma's house, guys. I got the lemon meringue pie, and I've got the pumpkin pie.
Hey, you know what?
I love pumpkin pie.
Wake up, Michael Anthony. Where's the fitness? Is he taking a nap right now?
Oh yeah, he's definitely.
Get his ass up. Why am me Pizzle the one who always have to do all the work around here?
I'm curious as to who Mark thinks is going to win this game this week.
He knows the Eagles. Mark's already scared.
There could be the Jason Garrett boost. Jason Garrett leaving. That the clouds have parted. Because see, I saw this happen last year. I was literally sitting in my backyard. I'm sorry, 2 years ago. And I was looking up at the sky and I heard Jason Garrett was fired. And all of a sudden, all these black clouds parted. And there was this big orange thing in the sky. And I was like, what the hell is that? It was the sun. Things changed. I mean, it took time. But getting rid of Jason Garrett. It's funny because I told people, Jason Garrett is not a good coach. That out here. No, man, you guys were 8-8 and stuff. He's going to do great things with Daniel Jones. He's got a running game with Barkley. And I'm like, yo, dude, he's really slept rock.
Scared.
So
you sound scared, Mark.
If that's the case, then Mark, my Giants should have a better chance.
So you're saying the Giants are going to win, is what you're saying.
Your brother over here is overconfident. All these Eagle fans have been, just like
he's scared, Pizzle. He's scared.
We're going to win.
Do you think that he thinks that the Eagles are coming?
Saying you guys are going to win the division.
What's that?
I have Eagle fans out there saying that you guys
can win the division. They can. And I'll tell you that right. Let me get a couple of these super chats because they're coming in real quick. Birdman 951, he says, Cop, you ain't ready for this smoke. Say his name, Jalen Hurts. is coming for you, Cop. You want to respond to that?
He needs
Micah
to
Parsons.
I'm sure he said all that with his mask on.
Super Philly 31. Thank you for Super Chat. Says Raiders 27, Cowboys 23. What do you think of that, Mark?
Okay, I'm just ignore that. Actually, I'm going to talk to my other son.
Hold on. Let me get some of these out of the way first.
Granddaughter, baby doll.
Demon Badger, thank you for the super chat, man. He says they laugh about us. We're a disgrace.
Hello.
We suck.
It
It's
actually
him.
hurt me watching you suffer so much on Monday night.
I'm dying
He's
over
lying.
here. I'm dying.
I said that on my chat and stuff. I was just like, my poor boy.
I'm dying over here, Mark.
You have to be.
I
Let me
am.
tell you, you almost had it right about Joe Boo and the shirt and stuff. You know, where you're trying to get the mojo. But see, you got to have a couple of things to make it work. You got to have the chicken wings for Joe Boo. And you got to have the rum. And you got to have the cigar.
And you got to have Jason Garrett out of the building.
And Jason Garrett the fuck out.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think that look, that's the one thing I will agree with. You know, sometimes when you get a new coordinator, you don't really know what they're going to do. You know, that is true. Backyard Bird Podcast, I feel Super Chat says, we coming for your meats, Mark Holmes. We definitely coming for the meats. See, I think that the Giants are in a bad situation. I feel bad for Pizzle. I do. Because no, I don't. But I kind of do. I kind of do on a human level, right? I mean, he is my brother after all.
Yeah.
So I do feel bad for him on one level, but it's just that they're in our way. So they have to be dealt with this week. Here's the shame about this whole thing. We're playing the Giants this week. Giants are 3-7. I think the Giant fans seem down after after Monday night. Yeah, but there was such a rivalry. There was so much built up for that game in the off season because the Giants wanted us, and they made the game so late in the season. Now, I don't think we're getting Giants at full energy. Should I say?
Well, I disagree with that.
I disagree with you too.
I disagree with that. And here's the reason why I disagree with it, because our team is actually getting healthy. We're actually getting players back like Kenny Golladay and Saquon, who we don't even use anyways. Imagine having Ezekiel Elliott, Mark, and not ever using him. It doesn't even make sense.
That. We've done that before. Yeah,
we're actually getting players healthy. It's just I think the thing that we're sad about is we just watched Daniel probably play one of his worst games ever, being a New York Giant quarterback. And so it's just not a lot of confidence right now.
Yeah. And we're the opposite. We have a lot of confidence right now. We feel pretty good. Cool Eagle, thank you for Super Chat. He says, get ready for that L, Marky Mark. Pound Eagles up. Just call me Flair. Thank you for Super Chat. He says, Mark Holmes, you're old and boring. That's so mean.
It's funny that you say that
Mark Holmes are dead.
Eagle fans have not been confident about Jalen Hurts all year long.
Now that he's like, he's the greatest thing since sliced bread. Right.
It's so hypocritical of Eagle fans to be like, Jalen Hurts is the man.
I've been consistent with Jalen Hurts.
But that's you though. Not all Eagle fans have been that way. You just listed all Eagle fans are feeling good.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think they're feeling good. Now, here's the thing. Here's why Eagle fans are feeling good. Okay, it's because especially early in the year, we were calling for them to run the ball, and they really. I give Coach Sirianni credit for this. He has changed the offense, the way we play on offense. The whole identity of this team has changed. We're a run-first team, and we're going to run it down your ass. And I think with a young quarterback like a Jalen Hurts, that allows the game to slow up enough for him to start to develop. We were putting way too much on him. And so I think that we're not the same team that we were early on. And I think that because we've done that, Jalen Hurts has had a chance to actually develop. I think that's what they're confident in.
Well, one thing you do have going for you, I think you have the second easiest schedule going down the rest of the season, which can help you. But, the funny thing is about football is you look at this, everybody's on the Cowboys' ass about losing and everything else, but everybody has been up and down. Tampa Bay lost to Washington on the road. In fact, Tampa Bay is terrible on the road. You saw Josh Allen going against the Jaguars. They scored 6 points. Everybody has had clunker games. It's kind of like, who is hot at the right time. This might just be your guys. You're feeling real good and all that. You're feeling a little overconfident right now because that was what happened to the Cowboys versus Denver. We started believing all the hype of, oh, yeah, man, Cowboy. It's just Denver and Teddy Bridgewater. Yeah, keep on that. And watch the Giants come in there and smack your ass around.
You can't. I agree. You can't be overconfident with any division rivals. I agree with that.
Against anybody. You think the Bills really thought that they were going to lose to the Jaguars?
True.
Think about that.
No guarantees.
The Jaguars, 9-6? The fuck?
No guarantees.
I mean, I'll tell you this, Philly. I wish we'd already played the Detroit Lions.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys beat the Saints. Heck, we beat the Saints, but we beat a better version of the Saints.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
And we've got them next week.
You're gonna lose.
You got to play him against Trevor Siemian.
Yeah, I mean that was great. It was great. I mean, I'm not gonna complain about
that. You got to beat the Saints team in the
yeah, but I'll tell you what, we ran for 242 yards on the best rushing defense in the National Football League.
Yeah, but
who had pretty healthy. They were pretty healthy coming into that game.
Again, from 1 week you can go from the penthouse to the outhouse.
Here's what I would argue. Here's what I would argue, Philly, about this game is you remember obviously the two games the Eagles and Giants played a year ago.
Right.
I don't want to talk about Evan Ingram dropping a pass that should have won the first game, but both games, how can you argue that the Giants were better in both games?
They
were better than the Eagles.
They lost.
No,
listen.
No.
You made one too many mistakes and lost. That's because we were better. We made less mistakes than you.
No.
Ingram dropped that ball. Was that not a mistake?
But that's nothing the Eagles did. The Eagles didn't do that. We did that. We shot ourselves in the foot. Same thing hiring Jason Garrett. We shot ourselves in the foot. You didn't do that.
You're not happy. You're not happy with Jason. You thought you liked Jason Garrett.
I was trying to be supportive. Somebody had to go down after Monday night.
At least you guys were smart enough to fire him after 2 years instead of the Cowboys who kept him for 10.
This is the truth about Jason Garrett. This is the truth about Jason Garrett. Every coach on that staff that Joe Judge has a part of, that staff, he has a connection with, except for Jason Garrett. Jason Garrett's the only man that didn't have a connection previously with Joe Judge. There's a lot of college coaches and Patriots connections with Joe Judge. Jason Garrett wasn't brought in with Joe Judge. So the reality is it was easy to sit there and blame Jason Garrett. Granted, the offense was stinking anyways, but the fact is it was easy for them to blame Jason Garrett. And my hope here, Philly 500, is that this is going to light a big-ass torch under their ass.
Good.
And we're going to put some paint on Philly and make Dad Mark Holmes happy.
It doesn't matter. I mean,
Oh, Mark, it matters. You're scared.
Actually, you know what? I think here's what I'm going to do. Here's what I'm going to do because my two kids are fighting it out. And one of you guys deserves a trophy. So I'm going to make a special NFC East.
Wait a minute.
Joe Barty.
What?
Wait a minute. So
look at Mark. Look at our daddy here.
Is this the proposal right here?
Well, no,
this sounds like the proposal.
This sounds like a great proposal.
Okay, you see behind me that's actually a salute to service.
Okay.
Joe Barty. I think what I'll do is I'll put giant blue on one side, I'll put eagle green on the other, and I'll put burgundy.
Maybe put the date on it.
And I'll put the date on it. And so what we'll do is
what about the score?
Well, you put the score on too. Sure.
Okay.
So whoever wins gets that one. And then the next time you play an NFC East guy, then boom. It just and each of us sign it and it just kind of goes through.
I like this feeling.
I love it. I'm totally in. Yes.
What are we calling it? What is this trophy called?
I don't know what we're called. You guys come up with it. I came up with the idea. We'll come up with the name. We'll ask the fans. What do you guys
call it? The Pizzle 500.
Okay, but yeah,
I don't know. I like it. Let me get a super chat here. Sean Davis, thank you for super chat. Hold on. Copizzle, he says Barkley has proven nothing but getting hurt. He is no Zeke.
Sean Davis. Thanks, Captain Obvious.
I honestly, I'm gonna stick up for Barkley.
I think Zeke's an awesome player. Like I don't talk junk about Zeke at all.
No,
I think he's awesome.
But I gotta say this, okay? And I was a big Barkley fan because he was at Penn State. But I think that for him to come back from the injury he came back this year, it's kind of unfair to think he was going to do a whole lot, because usually after that kind of injury, it takes a whole year back, and then you have other nagging injuries. We've seen it all the time. Only Adrian Peterson really was the only guy I've ever seen come back. So in some ways, I think it should be expected that Barkley was struggling.
My biggest issue with Barkley is, if you're going to compare him to Zeke at least plays with some physicality.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, at least will hit you in the mouth. And, Barkley plays with no physicality. I mean, he wants to make every man miss.
If he gets physical, he's going to break. He's going to leave an arm or a leg in the field.
He wants to jump over everybody. He just doesn't want to play with any physicality. And so to me, I like a guy like Zeke. I've never said anything bad. Look, I used to talk crap about Emmitt Smith because I thought Emmitt Smith was overrated as a running back for the Cowboys. I know he's
totally overrated.
Around him.
I know
I'll
he's
be the first one to say that.
I mean, he was great, but at the end of the day, to me, he wasn't. He's not top 5 greatest running back.
Not Barry Sanders.
He's not. I didn't know that, but Zeke to me is a great player. I don't talk junk about Zeke.
Yeah,
and as much flack as he gets, he stays healthy. And he plays through injuries. He does not miss time for injuries very often. And he is very physical. The thing, a lot of people are like, oh, he's overpaid with his numbers. But you see, our quarterback would have been planted a couple of times this season if it hadn't been some of the blocks he makes out. He will literally smack the shit out of somebody.
Yeah. Backyard Bird Podcast, thank you for Super Chases. Dallas part of that easy schedule for the Eagles. Let me get a couple of these Super Chats here. Just call me Flair. Thank you for Super Chat. He says, Mark, can you say happy birthday to my friend? Can you read that? I'll let you read that.
Hearted it?
Read it again.
Happy birthday, Hearted Dick.
Cool Eagle, thank you for Super Chat. Hey, 500. Show Pizzle a picture of Boston Scott. Boston Scott must keep you worried, huh?
Yeah. Really keeps me up at night.
Boston Scott. He does have his biggest games against the Giants.
Yeah, he plays good against the Giants.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts on Daniel Jones going? I mean, this is his 3rd year as a quarterback. Do you think he's the guy you guys can stick with?
I mean, the thing is he really needs to be the guy. I mean, we've drafted him. He's a high draft pick. We've put a lot of we've put a lot of weapons around him. Like, he needs to be the guy. I mean, when you start going out and changing quarterbacks, it makes, you can go. I mean, the Jets have been doing it for years, right? I mean, there's teams out there that have continuously, the Dolphins. I mean, like, there's been teams year after year after year constantly trying to find that, it quarterback. And, I mean, I'm not going to root against Daniel, even if I disagree with his ability or not. Like, he needs to be the guy. Otherwise, the organization is going to continuously fail, because it's clearly so hard to find a quarterback. They don't even make 32 good quarterbacks.
No,
because not every team's got a good quarterback. If you think about it, they just don't. So it's rare to find those, those Aaron Rodgers, right? Those Russell Wilsons. And I mean, for me,
you can find them this offseason.
You can, and that's where things get a little interesting, because, at this point, it's hard for me, even be someone who's tried to support Daniel. It's hard for me to give him a fat contract. Because can he lead them to the Super Bowl? Was it Jason Garrett's fault? I don't know. It's too hard to honestly figure out. I don't know how anybody can honestly answer it.
Here's the problem, and this is the same problem that happened when you guys signed Brandon Marshall. You remember when you guys signed Brandon Marshall, and they were talking about, oh my God, how are you going to stop the New York Giants between having, Brandon Marshall, Sterling Shepard, and of course, Odell Beckham Jr. And I said, but he's not going to have time to throw the ball because the offensive line is shit. And you guys went out and got some really good receivers, but it's the same problem that you had with Eli. It all starts from the offensive line. And if you don't fix that offensive line, it doesn't matter if you bring Russell Wilson or Aaron Rodgers. They're going to get killed back there.
I mean, to me, I think the quarterback position is the hardest position to evaluate in all of sports.
Yeah.
Because if a guy's got all day to throw, he's going to look good. You know, he's going to look good. And if he and it's to me, it's the great ones who are able to, you know, make something out of nothing. But at the same time, how long are those guys going to last?
Right.
Right. I mean, how legitimately long can they? But to me, when they are getting time and they are getting the plays that they're supposed to, you know, they are getting, you know, a good work from their other teammates. Are they doing their job? And to me, that's where I struggle with Daniel, because sometimes I think he does perform at the level that he needs to, and then other times, like on Monday night, it's not even close. It's not good.
Yeah.
He's missing wide open receivers. He's not leaving the pocket at all to try to make something happen. You know, he's throwing to the defensive line.
You can't blame that on Garrett.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like you can sit here and fire Garrett
to help your quarterback out though too, and running
but there's no running game. Yeah, there's no running game.
You know, the same thing with you, Philly. You know, you've had games where you're like, why are we running the fucking football? And you're just like launching and launching and launching. You know, that running game now puts the defense on their toes and saying, are they running or are they passing? If you start becoming one-dimensional, it's a hell of a lot easier to stop you, and that's where you've got to have a mix. And
well, you know, for the Eagles and with Hurts, you know, early on the season, like when we played you guys, Mark, on Monday night, they were throwing Hurts to the wolves. Yeah. I mean, they would not run the ball. But if you look like in the Denver game, by establishing that run in the second half, all of a sudden that play action started to work for him, started to freeze people up. And all of a sudden he was able to start making some throws. Pizzle, what are your thoughts on Jalen Hurts so far? I'm just curious.
I wanted to make a point real fast before I
do that. Sure.
Wouldn't you argue that the Eagles, when they won their Super Bowl, of course, both me and Mark, I'm sure, were disgusted when that happened. But
I was there.
I mean, Nick Foles even looked good because the offensive line was so good for Philly.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, right. I mean, I don't think anybody goes around saying Nick Foles is a franchise quarterback. Right.
Oh, there are some.
But he's a Super Bowl winning quarterback.
Right.
That's what makes it so hard is evaluating quarterbacks is a guy like even him who can't even get a starting spot
with the Bears.
With the Bears was clearly won a Super Bowl because why? The offensive line and the game plan that you guys had was working. Like it worked. I mean, I think Hurts is in my opinion kind of going really through his rookie year where there's not a lot of tape because obviously last year there was a lot of wins, right? And so now to me, how you judge Hurts is next year. I think he's clearly done enough to be y'all's quarterback for next year. Like I don't think he's going anywhere. Yeah. But in the offseason, defensive coordinators are gonna go to what his strengths are.
Right.
And how will he answer those?
Well,
that to me. So Hurts is still getting away with being still fairly new. Mm-hmm. And this second half to me will determine like how he will do. And obviously he's playing an opponent in the Giants who's seen him before. So I mean, I'm just kind of still wait and see on Hurts, but I mean, obviously you guys are.
So yeah, that's kind of where
I sincerely thought the Eagles were going to be the basement team this year.
Yeah, you know what it is for this team. I think that offensive line is good again. You got guys with like Jordan Mailata has been tearing it up at left tackle. You have Landon Dickerson coming along at left guard. You know what you have in Kelsey, and Lane Johnson has been healthy for the most part. So the Eagles have finally started running the ball and using those guys to their advantage. You know, I think that's been a big deal for the Eagles. You know, we got problems on defense, no question about it. You know, I still think we don't have any edge rushers at all. Mr. International David Super Chat, he says, Pizzle is puzzled about the Giants and the Cowgirls are faulting like they always do on holidays. Eagles are on a streak. The division looks bright for us.
Can I respond to that? Let me
sure.
Mr. International is 100% correct about me. I am puzzled. I'm completely puzzled. He is spot on with that. There's not a lot of people that comment and ever correct about me, but that is spot on. I am 100% puzzled about the Giants. He is exactly right.
Yep. David Super chases Eagles winning the division. Question mark. Cocaine is a hell of a drug. Eagles have a shot. The Eagles have a shot. We don't know what it's Dallas choke season. Come on.
Why would you? But I mean, it would be great, obviously, to win the division. But do you really, in the long run, care if you could just get in the playoffs?
Yeah, I just want to get in the playoffs. That's really my goal. I just like saying that because it bothers Mark Holmes and the Dallas Cowboy fans. To be quite honest, you know. Mark Holmes, are you playing things on your little computer?
Playoffs.
Hey, look, we've got a pretty decent schedule, and we don't fly on the plane no more. We're not flying at all. So I think we got a shot to playoffs.
Mark, if the Giants beat the Eagles, can I start talking playoffs?
Will you anyways?
Playoffs? Can I get involved again?
Everybody's talking. You know what? Actually, it's not that far fetched because you have the grouping of the teams. I mean, we know you got Green Bay, you've got Tampa Bay, you've got Dallas, you've got the Rams, and you've got the Cardinals. After that, it's a big drop off. It's a big drop off. Yeah. I mean, think about it. When we played Atlanta was the 7th seed, and they were 4-4.
Right.
Think about that for a second. They were talking about playoffs with Atlanta.
Right. Well, and you got an extra team this year, right? So you have an extra spot.
You got 2 more spots that are left there. I mean, we know the Rams.
I mean,
the Cardinals are going to be there.
If you think about it,
the Cowboys will be there. We know Tampa Bay will be there. We know Green Bay will be there. And now look at everybody else. You're talking about Carolina. You're talking about the Saints. You're talking about, who else? Maybe Minnesota.
Right, I mean, there's 16 teams in each conference, and the fact that they take 7, almost half the conference to the playoffs, it's really bad when your team can't get into the playoffs.
But let me say this much. Was it good for Washington to win and make the playoffs last year?
I mean, they got a bad match. I mean, they had to play the Super Bowl champs.
Well, but going into the playoffs, they were a wild card.
Well, I mean, no, they shouldn't have been the representative. I mean, it should have been the Giants.
Yeah, right.
I mean, Philly clearly, you saw it, Mark.
Here you go. Here's the playoff.
They bowed down on national television,
Mark,
and just gave it to Washington. So, no, they shouldn't have been. They should have been the Giants.
No, Eagles did the right thing. The Eagles did the right thing. And now we're sitting with, what, another extra first-round pick next year and Devontae Smith? That was fun too, I gotta say.
Watching
Pizzle.
I actually
he's going. He's going.
I actually have to thank you for trading with us, so we could move back and take Micah Parsons and get Goldston. We got a 2-for-1 there. We really appreciate it. I know your boy is good. Your wide receiver.
Damn right, he's good.
We really appreciate.
The best part of that whole thing was Pizzle's meltdown.
Oh God!
Well, I mean, I knew he was a good player. Like, I would have been more happy if he would have went just like with a rival. But it had to be you guys. It had to be you guys implementing your foot in our ass once again, and just pissing me off, and just making me sad. And I mean, that's exactly what happened.
The Eagles forgot one thing.
What?
Oh, it didn't work. Hold up. You forgot.
Well, you're always trying to do something fancy. Just talk.
You play to win the game.
They did win the game.
No.
The game was the position. Now the problem was the Eagles did it wrong. That's the problem.
Hey, by the way, you did know Darius Slay posted my
I saw that. Yeah. He posted
reaction.
your thing, right? Yeah.
So Slay's a Pizzle guy, right?
Oh, man.
Slay is Big Play Slay's having a hell of a year right
Slay's
now.
A Pizzle guy.
I have to give it to you. I gave him a hard way to go last year, but right now he's playing pretty good.
He's pretty good. I think and Diggs.
I'm hoping he gets burned on Sunday.
He might not play.
I like people who support me.
See this, you don't understand. This is like getting hit in the head or punched in the gut. Either one of them is going to hurt. So it's like, do I want to go for the Eagles or do I want to go
for the Giants?
I mean, it's just hard. I mean,
you're going for the Giants because you're scared of us. You're scared of us.
No, it's not scared of you. I'm sick.
You are.
I tell you what scares me about you. Is that you motherfuckers are so crazy that you think that you're going to win the division. That's some scary motherfuckers right there.
If you look, we gotta play you once. We'll see. Let's see what you do tomorrow.
Okay. All right.
So we got over 531 people here. Please please subscribe, and then make sure you go sub up Pizzle and Mark Holmes. If somebody has their links, put it in the chat.
I don't know if I want anybody.
Yeah, you want more. You want Pizzle before he retires for the 50th time. You want to make sure. How many times are you retired, Pizzle?
It's funny. I'm getting so much hate on your channel. Mark is such a clown. He hasn't bathed since the Cowboys won. Time, I'm just like he's old and stupid, and I'm just like, damn. We don't treat you like that when you come over on my channel. Lord knows we get Philadelphia there all damn day. I mean, damn.
There is no question that Eagle fans are they're pretty rough.
We're rough.
That's a rough crowd.
You just got to take it, Mark. Just got to take it. Brian Harding, thank you for super chases. Washington with 5 straight division games sure can throw a monkey wrench into things. Don't forget about us. Great stream. Thank you, King Dingbat. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. What do you guys think about Washington? I mean, Heineken, that kid's playing decent right now.
You know what's funny about Washington? That Washington is playing better without their two best alleged best defensive players. They played better without Chase Young than with him. Chase Young just looks bad. He wasn't beating one-on-one with tackles. I'm trying to figure out what the hell was dude doing all off season, because he looked below average. And now that he's hurt, their defense is actually playing well. Anybody care to elaborate on that one?
Talk to me after Monday, because I think that's a sneaky game playing Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a sneaky little trap game for Washington.
Seattle is just bad.
No, they're bad, but Russell's so good.
And Carroll, there's got to be a divorce. One of them's got to go.
We'll see after Monday night.
I'll
be a believer if they win that game Monday night.
Jeremiah Butler, thank you for super chat. He says, "Stop it, Pizzle. You didn't play well enough to beat us last year."
Jeremiah knows that. He knows better.
Mr. International says, and Dave for super chat says, "I'll be the first to say I love Mark as a member." There you go. See, there you go. Mark got some love.
I think
he thinks
it's going to be interesting to see how that goes, because no matter what you think in these games this year, some of them just don't make any sense whatsoever. So I know you guys are feeling good, and you should, because you guys have turned around. Because it would have been easy to say pack in the season. You guys have been playing well. I'm not going to dispute.
Here's what Mark fears. Philly 500.
All right,
I know what Mark fears.
Yeah,
Mark knows that his team is Mark knows that his team's going to the playoffs, right? I mean, it's pretty much a foregone conclusion. Even if the Cowboys are banged up right now, they're going to get into the playoffs, right? They've probably done enough. He knows that the biggest problem in the playoffs would be a division rival. He knows it would be.
Yeah,
that's a team that they're teams that know the Cowboys well.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, the Rams, they've got a lot of pieces that they've kind of, they've mixed together. Right. I mean, Stafford, what's he going to do in the playoffs with them? They got OBJ now, whatever. Arizona, I don't know if anybody buys Arizona. I don't know. I mean, no, it doesn't seem like anybody takes them seriously, even though they keep doing their thing. Tampa Bay I don't know if they're as good as they were a year ago. I think Green Bay, they got a good defense. They don't get enough respect for their defense. But I think what Mark really fears is he fears a division rival and that rivalry being a problem for his Cowboys in the playoffs. That's what's got Mark twisted right now.
I agree. Totally agree.
Cowboy fan, I would rather play somebody in my division than to play Aaron fucking Rodgers.
Yeah, Rodgers
has been the thorn in our. I just don't want to see it.
Yeah, but you're not going to play. But Mark, the likelihood is you probably wouldn't play them like the first game. I don't know if you're not getting the bye.
No,
you're not getting the bye, Mark.
No.
If we played like we did last week, no. But here's the thing that's crazy, because you've got the circular firing squad between Green Bay, the Rams, and the Cardinals. The Rams have to play Green Bay this weekend. They still have to play the Cardinals. That's going to knock a couple of those guys out, or maybe knocks the Rams out. Green Bay, of course. Aaron Rodgers got the turf toe or something. I'm not sure if it's turf toe or something else, but
He's
talking
calling it
about
COVID toe.
well, whatever it is. But he did not look that great that first game back against Russell Wilson. In fact, that was a butt ugly game. I'm like you. I'm not sold on the Cardinals, and we play the Cardinals, so we could end up beating them and getting their spot. Tampa Bay plays great at home, but they lost to Washington. They should have lost to New England. So I'm not sure how they are. It's like whoever is hot at the end, like Tampa Bay did last year. Tampa Bay got blown out twice by the Saints last season. They didn't win their division. They were a wild card and got hot.
I don't think you want to play a division team.
I have to agree with my brother here.
Yeah.
Because
bro.
Because you got it. Because the truth of the matter is when you play a division team in the playoffs,
it's always a robbery.
You never know what's going to happen.
Know.
Those are the most scariest games to play.
Because the Saints destroyed Tampa Bay twice, and they lost to Tampa Bay in the playoffs. I understand that philosophy.
I mean, remember Dallas? What were you guys like 13-3 or something? And the Giants come in.
This is why Mark is a Giants fan this weekend.
Right.
He doesn't want to see Philly.
I'm just tired of seeing the cockroaches on my.
I tell you, my stream the other day, I could tell that there was fear by the Cowboys watching us play because of the style of play. They didn't want any part of it. You know it, Mark. Yes, you are. Your pinky just moved. Yeah. I just saw it.
Okay. Let me do the.
Michael Anthony's having nightmares right now.
Pinky up. That's class, Mark. Class.
Son, it makes me wonder if you got a little sugar in the tank.
Nah, that's Italian for class. You got to get a pinky ring, though. I got a pinky ring, but it don't fit. My fat finger's too fat. Hey, worst behavior. Thank you for super chat. He says 500. I'm getting the weird feeling that losing to San Francisco is going to come back and haunt us. It could haunt us. No question about it.
Blown out by the Cowboys might come back to haunt you.
Nah, that's not going to haunt us. Mr. International. He says, I like Pizzle too. But Bad Dog is just as cool. Yeah, we like Bad Dog too. Pizzle loves Bad Dog.
Though. I'm really cool.
Yeah. The guy's got sunglasses on.
Yeah, I mean,
inside. You know you're cool. Where's my sunglasses?
Can I make a confession here? Can I make a confession here?
Yes.
Okay. Son, Pizzle, when you first did this overrated video, there's pages out there that are overrated.
Yeah.
I was like, and people were like, oh my God, this guy's talking about you. And I'm like, who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah.
What the fuck is he talking about?
Hey,
I'm like, who the fuck is he?
Okay, but let's just break it down right here. I mean, Philly, obviously, right? How many people you got in here right now, Philly?
We got 559.
He's got 559 people. Now, I'm going to argue that I probably have brought
Cowboy fans.
I've probably brought a good little amount with me, but. Anyways, why in the hell would 559 people watch Philly 500? I mean,
beautiful.
Everybody likes a train wreck.
He is biased.
And admittedly so.
I mean, you are biased. You think
I'm an Eagle fan. Of
you
course.
Think that the Eagles are going to catch the Cowboys and win the division? There's
no.
way
I
in
think
hell
I think they have a shot.
But it's not.
I'm not
happen.
saying. You never know.
Look, I understand we're doing a little brotherly fight here. It's it's just what we do. But there's no way that you actually legitimately think that the Eagles are going to catch the Cowboys.
I think they have a shot.
Well, here's the thing.
I honestly do. And maybe that's my bias kicking in.
And you know what? You too, Mark. You are biased too.
Oh, of course I'm a homer.
Hey, Pizzle, are you biased?
No, I'm as clean as you get. I call a fair game.
Oh, bullshit.
It's a fair game.
There's
no gray area. It's black or white.
He's lying.
It's a fair, straight. I'm a straight arrow at my channel.
Jeremiah Butler. I got to answer your super chats before I get your sub. Okay, what's the question? What's the question?
They say they complain that you don't answer the super chats.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to keep up with
on your channel. When they super chat, you don't. They say you don't read the super chats. I always hear that from them.
I try. There's
yeah.
Wait a minute. Wait, Eagles channel. Wait, they're super chatting on my channel.
Yeah, of course we do. Deontay called Dave for super chat. He says Eagle fans are crazy if they think they have a chance in the division. I bet the Jets upset. Look,
me and Deontay Cole agree.
they have a chance.
That's why I said that Philly 500 is overrated.
Because I think my team has a chance to win the division. Because you think I'm biased, yet you've got everything back there is what? New York Giants, New York Giants.
Just because I
Look
got
at
it on
that.
the wall don't mean I don't call it.
Oh, the Giants are so
game.
good. Come on, man.
Game.
2 weeks ago, Jason Garrett was the greatest offensive coordinator.
Look behind you, buddy. What's behind you?
I fully admit I'm biased about my team.
You know what I think, Mark? I think this is just me because I've always respected Mark's man cave. I've always respected that. I've never said anything bad about it. I think, truthfully, that me and Mark have worn on you, Philly, and you've improved what's your backdrop. I'm anti green screen. I hate green screen. I hate guys that come on YouTube.
I don't like green screen.
I hate green screens. And so to me, it's like, man, if you're gonna rep, put it on the wall somewhere. So I respect that. But here's the reality here is you've copied both Mark and I.
But
you've done that.
He's got a long ways to go because he's just put a little bit of ego. Just a couple.
I haven't even finished, but I definitely have not copied you guys.
You've taken a little bit of both of us.
You couldn't get anywhere close to what we got here, son. Yeah. Okay,
that's right. That's right.
Pizzle got the creative side for me. Okay.
That's not true. That's cap. That's not.
What do you think about what do you think about Mark Holmes sanding wood videos?
He's a master craftsman. I mean, the man knows how to work with his hands. I know
how to work.
I won't disrespect what Mark does, and it's just to me. I think he's a little. I think his football opinion can be a little silly. That's all.
There you go.
You know, I think he's Cowboys will make a move, and he'll say it's the greatest move ever. It's like anytime. This is the truth. This is no lie.
No.
Every single time I see how you'll see updates on a ticker on ESPN, like Cowboys did this. I'll read it and say, I know how Mark Holmes is going to spin this.
Listen,
that's just the truth.
Hold up. No. Okay. Truth in advertising. What I try to do is I hate being Debbie Downer. I try and look for the positivity.
I agree with
anything out there. Okay. I say, here's what you could get. Okay. I mean, what do you want me to do? Be like, oh, woe is me. This is the dumbest thing.
I want that Mark Holmes. I want the guy that deep down inside is burning inside that they just did something. Whatever that case.
It's called the urinary tract infection.
Oh no. Believe me, many times with Jason Garrett, I've been like, why are we keeping this motherfucker? I was ready to get rid of him long ago. To me, after the 2015 season, when we had without Tony Romo, we won one game. I'm like, you can't coach a guy that's been on your roster for a year and a half to win one game. One game.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Give me a player on your team who is a liability for the Cowboys.
We got rid of the biggest one, which was Jalen.
That's what I'm saying, Mark.
I'm just saying we just did. Liability-wise, okay. Liability-wise or overpriced. Right now, I hate to say it, but La'el Collins, and I've been talking about La'el Collins. La'el Collins, who was injured all last year because he came into camp out of shape and overweight, hurt his hips, comes in, plays one game, and turns out he missed seven drug tests and gets suspended for 6 games, and they get it negotiated down to 3, and he says, nah, that's not good enough. I'm going to fight it. And they say, okay, you know what? We're going to take it back to 6. How about that? And comes back and does not play well. And it's a $15 million cap hit. How about that? Boom. I've said it. He probably won't be back.
Hey, the Wig Man, thank you for the super chat. Adam Scott, thank you for the super chat. He says Dak Prescott is 21-6 versus the East in his career. I would love to see an East team in the playoffs. Dak owns the East. Much love, Philly, Mark, and Pizzle. Thank you, buddy. I would love to play them in the playoffs. You'd
love to play anybody to playoffs. Let's be clear.
We'll get our chance. We'll have our chance.
Play.
We'll get it. Stang mode. Thank you for the super chat, my man. Shout out to you. He says Eagles go. The NFL got the NFL on notice. Philly 500 to go. Thank you, buddy. That's why I keep trying to tell Pizzle. You don't want to listen. I'm the GOAT. I'm the GOAT.
I'm assuming that Philly, you're believing that your Eagles are going to win.
Yeah, I think the Eagles. I think the Eagles are set up to win. Now, I will say this: it's an NFC East game.
This
That
game?
always, this game. This always makes me uncomfortable. These NFC East games, but it is the Giants. We have owned them in the past, and what I expect is a close game into the fourth quarter, and then the Giants to do something stupid, and then the Eagles will win. That is exactly what I think is going to happen. Well, I mean, why not? I don't think the Giants can stop the Eagles' run game. So I think the Eagles will keep that pathetic offense off the field.
Well, hold on.
My,
The Giants defense was playing good football
what,
before they played Tampa.
what do you guys rank? Like 22nd, 23rd versus the Rush, right?
I mean, I think we get. See, you're asking me now because, and I got bad feelings. I've got bad feelings. I got a bad taste in my mouth with the Giants right now. You know, I'm not feeling as confident as I'd like to feel.
Right.
But I do feel like that you guys coming to MetLife, going on the road, you're feeling a little, high and mighty, right? 2-game winning streak,
right?
But to me, what happened on Monday night is not an indication of what's going to happen on Sunday. Tampa Bay is just a much better team than us. I don't think the Eagles are a much better team record-wise.
Okay.
You could say whatever, they're a better team, but the reality is that I think I look at the game matchup last year and say that I think the Giants had the edge on the Eagles after both games, after watching them play 8 quarters with each other.
Mm-hmm.
And you say, Philly, that Eagles have dominated the Giants last
several years.
Obviously, but there was also some Christmas miracle wins in there. Wasn't Elliott hit one from 60?
Games, if I remember, too.
I mean, there's been games that if the ball bounced a funny way, I understand I'm saying woulda, coulda, shoulda shit.
Right.
But the fact is you did get fortunate in some of those matchups.
Yeah, but that's part of the whole Giant Eagle thing, though.
Yeah,
I mean, if you
and
go,
you guys
it's
always
weird.
get the bounces.
It's the weirdest thing in the world. It really is. I mean, you just win. We win the weirdest ways. I go back to I was a little young for the first miracle at the Meadowlands, but I remember an overtime game where we kick a field goal, it gets blocked. Clyde Simmons runs it up and runs it in for a touchdown. The Deshaun Jackson thing. Even the Ingram drop last year, I consider the same situation. For whatever reason, the Eagles always beat the Giants the weirdest ways.
Here's what I do know too. There's a lot of Daniel Jones not getting a lot of love right now. You beat the Eagles, we can kind of start sweeping some shit under the rug, in my opinion, because those are the games that you got to win. You got to win your NFC East matchups, and obviously we didn't play very good against the Cowboys, but that's because we were dropping like flies.
Right. Let me get a couple of these super chats. They're getting out of control here. Super Tony, thank you for super chats. Philly had the best setup with the big fat head in the bedroom, which you need to bring back. By the way, I got a couple of them over here. I just haven't put them up yet. Jeremiah Butler, thank you for super chat. He says, Pizzle, what in the hell made y'all hire Garrett? As if y'all hadn't closely watched him the past few years. That's why Gettleman is my golden guy.
I mean, the reason why I think they did that was because they hired Joe Judge, who's obviously a young coach, and they tried to pair him with somebody who had been a head coach for an extended period of time. Not only that, but somebody who's been in the NFC East for an extended period of time, and they thought that would be helpful, and apparently it was not. So, don't blame me, Jeremiah. I didn't make the hire.
Well, Garrett got credit for helping Dak, though, right? Is that true, though, Mark? I mean, he got a lot of credit for that, right?
He didn't have the opportunity to ruin Dak because, see, Dak that first year when he took over came there with what he had as a rookie. Dak had like 1 rep in the offseason per practice. And then all of a sudden, Kellen Moore gets hurt and then Tony Romo gets hurt. And it's like, okay, you're our starter. And it's just like, just go with what you got. And they fortunately had Zeke Elliott and things. But if you look at it from Kellen Moore being the offensive coordinator, how he started out last year versus when Jason Garrett was here, he is playing at a whole nother level from when Jason Garrett was here these last 2 years. Now, whether you like Dak or hate Dak, you got to admit that the boy is doing some damage. He's had a couple of injuries, of course, but he is far and away better than he was when Jason Garrett was there.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on Gettleman going forward, Pizzle?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I want to hear Pizzle say we got a clean house.
I'm telling you, Mr. International hit it so perfect because I am puzzled. Because there's honestly a lot of players I do like on the Giants roster. There really is. There's a bunch of players that I think are pretty good. But I think this is difficult, and I don't know how anybody actually answers this question. But if a GM brings in really good players, but then they got a dum-dum for a coach, is it fair to blame the GM?
Yeah.
I mean, Mark,
that was the Cowboys.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think Jerry Jones. First of all, I don't say a lot of bad things about Jerry Jones. I think Jerry Jones is hilarious. I think he's charming. I find him to be funny. Okay. There's nothing
800 years old.
There's nothing more funny than watching Jerry Jones's mean mug face when they're losing. It's my favorite thing. Like the league is better, in my opinion, to have Jerry Jones in it. But
yeah,
nevertheless, Jerry obviously was part of the Cowboys during the mid-90s, correct, yeah. Mark? I mean, he's a part of that process, part of that building. He's clearly always been hands-on. And then obviously Jason Garrett was the head coach. So now you could spin it that Jerry was getting him the players, but they weren't being coached right. You could so to me,
I disagree with that.
Philly, you asked me about Gettleman. I look at the roster. I think it looks good. It makes sense. I see stuff that I like personally. I guess that makes me, if Gettleman's a dum-dum, then I'm a dum-dum then. Like, that's just being honest. I question some of the coaches.
Right.
So
would you probably keep Gettleman and
in my opinion, at this point right now, and if they really lose to the Eagles, I'm blowing everything up. They all got to go because to me they're all tied at the hip. They all made decisions together, and that's what sucks about Jason Garrett getting fired to me is because you can sit there and point the finger and be the scapegoat, but if Jason Garrett gets fired and the team doesn't show improvement, so for example the offense just continues to struggle, then who do you blame then?
Right.
So it wasn't Garrett's fault in this situation. You can blame it for the Cowboys. That's something different. But as far as the Giants go,
the problem you have is Freddie Kitchens really a great play caller, and
I don't know.
And you really don't have time to really change much at this point.
But you at least but I think what I'm getting at though, Mark, is will there be a different variety being given? Mm-hmm. Will there be a more emphasis on the running game? Will there be for some reason the last several games? The Giants have been so play action heavy, but they're not even running the ball.
Yeah, so it's kind of like
that doesn't make sense to me. It's like you constantly show the play action. If you're not even running it, why would the defense respect the play action? Like it doesn't. Right. That doesn't make sense. So to me, it's like that's the things that I'm looking for. Honestly, is will there be a different philosophy, and if they do change the philosophy, will it work? And I actually love the fact that we're playing an NFC East team because playing NFC East teams are so important.
Yeah.
And so to me, we're going to find out quick.
We're going to find out. It's going to be interesting. It could be a very heavy run game.
It sounds like I'm going to be winning a trophy.
Nah, you ain't definitely winning.
I mean, it sounds like Mark is going to make us a trophy.
He's going to make us a trophy.
And I'm going to get to hold it.
Is this not why you were here?
Yeah.
Yeah, are you not
going to get me demonetized again? I'm already getting demonetized.
That is, although these clips are all safe here.
How could they be safe?
They're safe. I've been using these for years.
I get demonetized for everything.
Let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Do you feel, Philly? Do you think the Giants are done? Playoff? Like no chance.
I would never say never, especially when you change a coach. You never know how team's going to respond. But I don't think it looks good.
Okay, but here's where I'm going with this. If the Giants beat the Eagles,
then I guess technically based upon the wild card,
what I'm saying is then that would be the case that maybe the Eagles are done.
Oh,
I think so. What I'm saying is, you think you may think we're eliminated, and we might be eliminating you.
Oh,
Well, it would be a big loss for us, but I don't
yeah,
think it would
maybe
eliminate
loss
us.
for you.
It wouldn't eliminate. We could probably lose one more game before, and be okay. But I mean, look, the Eagles have to go on a streak here. They got to keep
How would
winning.
you feel if they lost to the like? Would you just be?
I would
really
be absolutely
devastated?
devastated
Because you think the Giants stink.
Yes, and because we've owned the Giants so much in the past. That would be surprising. Like as an Eagle fan, I hate to say, I expect to beat the Giants all the time. It's just been that way for so long that how can I
But the
not?
last time they played,
Yeah, I know, and I look at that like everything happens. It happens every once in a while. But before that, how many games did you guys lose to us? It was like 3 years.
It was just a fart in the wind, wasn't it?
That's what I hope. That's what I hope. Yes.
It was
That's
just
what
a
I'm hoping.
meaningless thing that happened in a moment in time.
Now, if you win 2 games in a row, then I can say, okay.
Then we've got the streak.
Right.
Yeah. Well,
But right now, I'm hoping. I don't want to sound overconfident like a douche and overconfident. I feel good about this game.
But I mean, you pretty much come off like a douche all the time anyway.
I mean, seriously.
That's true. But I mean
you're
more
Dingbat.
douche. Yeah, but I mean more douchey than usual.
You're definitely vinegar and water. So.
Yeah, I am. James Hurd, thank you for super chat. I'm a Cowboys fan. I hate Anthony Brown. Always gets beat. What do you think of that, Mark?
Well, he does have 3 interceptions on the season, including one that is a pick 6. He does get a lot more attention. Well, he does get a lot more attention because of Diggs on the other side. So everybody's kind of going that way. Just kind of saying. He was awful against Anthony Brown. I ain't going to lie to you, but he's actually gotten a little bit better as the season's gone on.
I'm going to like this. This is going to be fun to read tomorrow. Kyle Seisman, thank you for super chat. He says, it's not hard for an average quarterback like Prescott to look good with 3 number 1 wide receivers, 2 number 1 running backs, 2 very good tight ends, and offensive line. Not impressed.
I'll say Andy Dalton. Because Andy Dalton had that offense last year, and what did he do with it?
Same line? Was it the same starting lineup?
Same line.
Duncan Wright, thank you for super chat.
I'm sorry, you're just kind of brushing right on over that, aren't you? Brushing right past it, right? Okay.
I do. Duncan Wright, thank you for super chat. He says, hey, why is Denzel talking to Mark and Pizzle? Denzel Washington talks to everybody. I can't help it that I look like Denzel Washington, by the way.
He's a crazy motherfucker.
I can't help it. I look exactly like him. People get confused, Paul Abbott, thank you for the super chat. Even Pizzle's laughing. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it.
That's what I'm saying. Like you say stuff on this channel.
He's crazy.
That just don't make sense, and then yet you get 500 some people watch. It just makes sense.
Because maybe if you took off your glasses, took your glasses off,
you would see Denzel.
You would see Denzel Washington.
Wait.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna need a therapy whistle session here in a minute because you're telling me Denzel. I love Denzel, and you're gonna say that you look just like Denzel.
Exactly like him.
Slap in Denzel's face.
Oh shit! It can't help it. We look alike.
Yeah.
Dude. You can't see the resemblance.
Father of the year, I am not.
Adam Scott, thank you for the super chat. He says, I know how the Cowboy fans feel about Micah Parsons. What are Philly and Pizzle's opinions on him? Do you think he's a generational talent, or is it too soon? Your opinion on Micah Parsons?
I think it's way too soon. I think he's playing hard this year, being a rookie. But I think he comes off like a guy. Mark is going to disagree with this, but I think he comes off of a guy. If the Cowboys aren't continuously winning, that he won't be the same player. He won't give the same effort. I think he's playing with
last week.
He plays with a high motor. He's clearly the defensive rookie of the year, all that good stuff. But I want to see him. I want to see the Cowboys struggle and see what his attitude is once they start. That's what I want to see.
We were in that game last week.
No, I understand. He plays at a high level, but look, injuries are going to start. Injuries take a toll on everybody, right? I mean, every player eventually gets hurt, and how do they play through those injuries?
True, but
he's playing great because
let me say this much.
Mark Holmes thinks he's Lawrence Taylor. He's already got videos of Lawrence Taylor.
Ray Lewis-like career. I mean, is he going to be like?
Here's the thing. Here's the thing with the Dallas Cowboys. I want you to think about this because if somebody had said this to me beginning of the season that Randy Gregory was going to miss 4 games, that DeMarcus Lawrence was going to miss 10 games, that Neville Gallimore was going to be out, that Donovan Wilson would be on IR twice. And, we got rid of Jalen Smith, and the only guy, and we're going to play Micah Parsons at linebacker and defensive end. There's no way in the world I would say that defense was going to be any good. But he has been so good that you have to count, where is this guy? And I'm going to say that I believe the fact that he is playing linebacker and defensive end actually is to his advantage, because now the quarterbacks are saying, where is that guy? Because now we have to account for him.
There's no question that going into that draft, he's the perfect thing that you guys needed. Because you guys, there was no D in Dallas last year. And the fact that you guys hit a home run with him. There's no question about that.
I
question longevity. I question longevity. That's what I question. Well, can that continue?
Because if somebody said to you, the Dallas Cowboys would be 8th in the NFL in scoring defense without DeMarcus Lawrence and Randy Gregory, you said, you're smoking crack. But that's where we are right now. They held Pat Mahomes without a touchdown pass and to 19 points. In their stadium. Oh, son, don't disrespect, son. I brought you into this world. I'll take your ass out.
This is like a Copizzle and Mark Holmes kiss each other ass session with Michael Parsons. Come on.
Oh,
Michael Parsons. He's decent. He's decent. He ain't no Lawrence Taylor though.
No, he's not Lawrence Taylor.
Son.
Come on, wake Michael Anthony up. Make his ass up. He's sleeping too long. But let me tell you, I saw, Mark, you did a video, something about trying to compare him to Lawrence Taylor.
Well,
he's no Lawrence Taylor, Mark.
That's crazy.
I didn't say, although it's still a little bit, we haven't had a full season.
What Mark is going off of.
He's a sack and a half from Lawrence Taylor's rookie year, where Lawrence Taylor was the only rookie to ever win Defensive Player of the Year. And as you start looking at these numbers, where he's beating numbers that Aaron Donald has and things, he is blowing away some of the statistics.
How many sacks does he have?
He has 8 sacks.
It's really good.
He's on pace for 13 and a half sacks. He's on pace for 88 solo tackles. He's got 20. Well, he'll have on pace for 28 pressures. The numbers, you could say if he was a defensive end, these are great numbers for a defensive end. You could say if he was a linebacker, these are great numbers for a linebacker. He's great both ways. Stop yawning, son. Stop yawning. I'm just saying. Listen, when Chase Young was doing what he was doing last year, by the way, every number that Chase Young had last year.
This is why Pizzle calls you overrated, Mark.
Because he's look, Michael Parsons is good, and now all of a sudden he's saying he's going to win defensive MVP.
You have to put him in the conversation.
But he's a good player, Mark.
He's
not Lawrence Taylor.
Season ever is 12 and a half sacks by a defensive end. He's at 8 with 7 games to go. Just saying, he gets another 4 sacks and a half. He ties that as a rookie. Has more than Lawrence Taylor had as a rookie.
He's got to do it multiple years.
First of all, he's going to play one more game than Lawrence Taylor had to play.
True. When you talk about most valuable, we went from 29th to 8th in scoring defense. If that ain't most valuable right there, turning that garbage. And let me say this: that defense that we had was garbage. It was the worst goddamn defense.
No, he's been a perfect fit for you guys.
Good fit.
But what I'm saying is, Mark, is instead of just saying it's a good fit, you have to go over the top and say he's Lawrence fucking Taylor. And that's the problem. And that's what makes me say what I say. Lawrence Taylor changed the game. Michael Parsons ain't changing the game.
Okay.
Right. Now you talk about my guy.
All right.
Well,
let's see. We're only 10 games in yet on the season. We still got 7 more.
We got Jalen Reagor here, and he's changing the game at McDonald's right now because he's got a McDonald's hat on.
Give me a McRib, man.
He's got a McDonald's hat. I love it. Dak Prescott's a reflection of the products around him. Jalen Hurts is the product. Look at Cooper Rush. That's directed to you, Mr.
Okay,
Martin.
Let me say this. Okay. That's what I was talking about earlier, how hard it is to judge quarterback talent.
Right.
I can't remember. That's even an example there. It's like, I think Dak's a good quarterback. I legitimately think Dak is a
I
good
do
quarterback. Too. But you can make the argument that look at the talent he's got around him, like look,
right.
And then Hurts. You're like, if you think Hurts is a good quarterback, well, he's got Devontae Smith. That's all he's got. And so it's like it is so damn hard to evaluate the quarterback position.
It's very hard, and it's hard to evaluate in 1 year or 2 years. It really need multiple years.
You need like 4 or 5 years.
You do. But see that's what makes it difficult and tricky for the Giants because you got to decide whether you want to extend Daniel Jones or not, right?
Yeah, but that's the gamble because you could take a guy like Matthew Stafford, for example, and I'm not comparing him to Daniel Jones, but he did absolutely nothing with the Lions, right? I don't think anybody says that he's a terrible quarterback.
No,
right?
I do.
But, I mean, clearly he wasn't going to win a Super Bowl with Detroit. But now he might win one with Los Angeles. So does that mean the narrative changes on him?
Did you see him last week?
No, I understand that, Mark. But my
he should have had 6 interceptions.
My point being is the Lions clearly weren't going anywhere with Stafford when they got him. They weren't. So my point being,
I beg to disagree.
They were going
with Jim Caldwell. They were a good team. Remember, you got a Hall of Fame wide receiver there.
Okay.
They had Ndamukong. They had 3 All-Pros on their defense that year.
Were they ever in contention to actually win a Super Bowl though, Mark?
2014, you had 3 All-Pros.
Because that's why you give a franchise quarterback a huge contract.
Okay, hold on. They had he's been on both your team. Wide receiver from Seattle.
Golden Tate.
Huh? Yeah, Golden Tate. Golden Tate was a Pro Bowl receiver that year. He had Megatron. Okay, Hall of Famer.
Mm-hmm.
He had Ndamukong Suh. He had
So then you're saying Stafford stinks.
No, hold on. With that, he only had 21 touchdowns with those 2 wide receivers in that season. 21 touchdowns, and you had Megatron and Golden Tate.
You're proving my point right here. You feel a little bit vulnerable because you think Stafford and the Rams are a good team, and so now you're trying to be anti-Stafford.
Throw 4 interceptions in the last 2 weeks.
I think Pizzle is pinning you down, Mark.
I got Mark so
you've got him pegged.
I got him pegged. Like
I'm going to use your words. Matthew Stafford is overrated.
Okay, and that's fair, Mark. But you're saying it because you're afraid that Stafford and the Rams are going to knock out your Cowboys in the playoffs. That's what the reality is.
Yeah.
Although I think my point being though is you don't really know if it's a team or if it's a quarterback.
Right.
Deshaun Watson, obviously he's going through, but like he might have just been carrying the Texans on his own.
Right.
A year ago.
White, I'm glad your nephew's doing well.
Walter White. Walter White's here making that blue stuff. Mark, my nephew's seem to be doing well.
As much as I would love to be able to continue going on here, I got to go take care of the meats.
Yeah.
All right, cook your son's meats.
I'm getting ready to grab some meats too, Mark.
All right. Yeah. Well, let me thank Mark and Pizzle both for coming on.
Hey,
it was a great time.
My granddaughter.
Wait a minute before he goes. Is a trophy really being made here?
Being made.
Oh, yeah. I'll be in my workshop sanding some wood and painting it.
So one side's going to be green and one side's going to be giant blue.
One side will be giant blue. One side will be, I might even do Kelly green for Phil.
Yes, that's my favorite.
Please do, because I think it would look good in the man cave.
Burgundy in the back.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll hide the burgundy because
yes. Oh yeah.
We'll hide the burgundy.
They don't even have a name.
Right. Yeah,
they don't even have a name.
But yeah. It'll be
all right.
Or is this just wait? Or is this just going to be between you two? I can do Eagles and Giants only.
No, I think it should be. I think. No, I think I like.
We're going to let you be the center of our bet this weekend.
You're the artist, Mark.
You're the artist, and we're just going to let Picasso paint.
Between you guys, and that this trophy goes back and forth between you.
Well, that's fine. I mean, I expect to win
Jones in Kansas City with that.
Yeah, it's like, but this is like it's like a Philly 500 and Pizzle trophy thing.
Yeah, there you go.
We'll have to come up with a name, like I don't know, Dingbat trophy. I don't know. I don't know what to call it. But
Daniel Jones stinks trophy.
Yeah, whatever. I mean,
the overrated trophy.
We're just happy, Mark, that you will make something for your sons once in your fucking lifetime.
Okay.
know,
Yep.
maybe on the bottom of it, maybe on the bottom you can say
fatherly influence or lack thereof does. Because
on the bottom of the trophy you can say from dad. The Fizzle trophy. I like that.
The Fizzle trophy.
That's great. That's perfect.
All right.
Thanks for having me too, Philly.
Yeah. Thank you.
I will leave with
all right, guys. Well, definitely sub these guys up. I'll put the link in the description and set it all up after. I didn't know they were going to come on. This was a kind of a cool thing. It was a lot of fun, and thanks to both of them. Seriously, I love them both.
Send me a text. Please
I said
Dad.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. I sent you. I was begging them. What am I talking about? Yeah. No, it was cool that they came on. I didn't know anybody would come on, so I appreciate both of you guys. And I look forward to beating the crap out of Giants this week.
I look forward to holding up this trophy.
Let me say one thing before I do go. Okay, because we know how you Eagle fans are. Man, y'all the hatefulest motherfuckers I've ever seen in my life. Listen, Philly and I have actually been friends for quite a while, okay? This dude is always, Mark, how do you do this? I'm so stupid I don't know how to use a computer and stuff.
True.
And he's cried to me about his physical ailments and everything else, okay? We've been friends. In fact, we sit here and had a conversation on whether to add this other motherfucker over here because I was like, he wants to talk to you. I'm like, what the fuck am I going to talk to him about for? Like, okay. But no, understand that the stuff that goes on in YouTube here, okay, it's not hate. I mean, I hate your team. I hate the Giants. I want them to lose. I want them to look just bad. Same with Eagles. But this whole, conversation, we're all friends here. We're good. And you don't have to be hateful and ugly. You can trash my team, but, try and be at least cool with each other.
Yeah, and don't be oversensitive if you're somebody like you got to be able to take it. You got to be able to take the heat and give it back.
Yeah, don't be a little soft bitch.
I'm okay with Philly 500 now, but if the Eagles win on Sunday, I don't like that.
Well, Pizzle's welcome to come on. I told him he's welcome to come on the stream.
Are you live streaming on Sunday?
Me?
I don't know if
I'll tell you. See,
Philly asked me to stream with him.
Christmas present.
I did.
Both of you stream because
I asked Pizzle to come on
so we can see it real time.
Philly actually asked me to stream with him.
Yeah,
and I have to be honest with you. I don't know.
He don't know, but he's got to go back and watch last year's.
In fairness, he did just ask me today.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I have to process this.
Process it. I had to give you a day.
Because Mark, Eagle fans are rough.
Oh, I know that.
They will chop your nuts off. And that's a rough feeling for a 60-minute man.
But you know what? I tell you, the funniest moment I ever saw was that night against Washington and the whole penalty. And you were just like, he missed it. And I was like, he just froze. And at the same time, I found out that my man Stu had put me in a pool. Mm-hmm. And so when they made it, I won $200. Mm-hmm. And then just seeing you literally fall on the floor, it was like that was a classic. It was a classic. I felt bad for you.
I'm glad you enjoyed that, Mark. I'm glad you enjoyed that.
We appreciate you, son. I love what you do.
Just get my trophy ready, please.
Take care of these guys. They're good people.
Yes, definitely. And look, Pizzle, the offer stands. Okay. If you want to come on, you're more than welcome.
I'm going to eat some turkey tomorrow. I'm going to process it.
Yeah. I tried to give you a full day because I was thinking about this on Sunday. Then you lost Monday. It's like, I'm not going to bother the guy today. He's going to say no. I'll wait till at least Wednesday.
Oh, wow.
What perfect timing.
All right.
Okay. Yeah. You guys have a happy Thanksgiving.
You too, man. Happy Thanksgiving. Mark just leaves. All right, Pizzle. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you for having me.
All right, brother. Thank you. Not too much. All right. So thank you guys for watching. That was pretty cool. I'm going to go through some of these super chats now because it's hard to do that with everybody on, with these guys talking. But New York BSMMS, thank you for super chat. He says, keep sleeping on the Giants, Philly 500. We will win. We shall see. We shall see. And I'm sorry if I was behind on these super chats. It was coming in quick. James Hurd says, ask Holmes if Jones took Suctan over Parsons. If Surtain, you mean, was there at 9, would have regretted pick today. He would have taken Surtain. I'm pretty sure he would have taken Surtain because that's what he was talking to me about. But I don't know. We'll see. I'll ask him next time. Justin Ellis says, Pizzle, were you mad when Dak... Yes, he was very mad. If Justin Ellis... I'm sorry that he didn't get to see this, but if you go back, you can watch his rant when the Eagles drafted him. It went viral. So, yeah, he definitely was. Skid marks, that's disgusting. But I like this skid mark. Dallas still stinks. Mark and Pizzle, stick your head in my drawers and smell your teens. Yuck. Disgusting. And if you guys haven't, please please subscribe. I'm going to make sure to put their link in the description so you guys can sub them up. Why does Mark have a cannoli in his rear? I have no idea, Parker, but thank you for Super Chat. Just Fast says, thank you for Super Chat. He says, there's no way you beat the Eagles this week. Jason Garrett is not to blame for your season. All of your coaches beat up. I agree. They ain't beating the Eagles this season. They're not beating them this week. I really feel good about this game. Let me see. I'm trying to catch up here. Parker, thank you for Super Chat, my man. He says, my friend's a Giants fan, and she said the only thing that looks good about the Eagles is Nick Sirianni and their draft picks. So I bet $20 Jones turns the ball over 3 times this week, and I'll win 140. Man, I hope you win. If the Eagles blitz them and put pressure on them, you got a good chance of that. You'll have a good chance. No question about it. But thank you for Super Chat. I think we're all caught up on here. Let me see. Just got to double check here. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys like that. I did not know that was going to happen. I was not expecting it. I sent text to them. I was like, hey, I'm going to be on streaming if you guys just want to come. And they both came. So that's really cool. Really cool of them. Hold on. Let me plug this computer in before it dies. But yeah. If you guys haven't, make sure you like, subscribe, and click that bell. They say I only have 14% of my people get notifications. So I want to get that up. Juice Nico says, that was a great stream, 500. Respect to all you. Yeah, man, it was fun. I had fun talking shit with those guys, you know. You can give Mark Holmes shit, but the truth is at least he could take it. Like, he'll take the ribbing. He'll take it. I like people that you can talk to that don't get offended personally, Why does Pizzle look without the sunglasses? Scary. He's cross-eyed like this, and he's got all weird things going on in his eye. Even though I'm the Eagles diehard, I like both their content, especially Pizzle. Yeah, Pizzle's great. Carlos says, Eagles taking that wild card, Philly 500. I don't care what no one says. I believe it, too. I totally believe it. Philadelphia underdogs. You talking highlights 3. Oh, see, my man Philadelphia comes in, and he goes right at the Cowboys. That's what I love about him. He just goes right after the Cowboys. Eagle fans are babies, always crying. Yeah, we don't cry. You're crazy. Humble and wealthy clothing. How do you hit Mark with Dingbat shot? How do I hit him with Dingbat shot? Very easily. Is that Flash I see? Flash, you being good today? Don't look like it. Flash, you're going to get double moonwalked in the ass. What are you talking about, Nick Foles? Why would you say that? Eagles will fire their head coach very soon? Nah. There's no way that the Eagles fire their head coach. No way, no how. So we've been on here, for like an hour and a half. I'm going to probably wrap this stream up now. It is time to go celebrate Thanksgiving. I got to watch this Christmas movie tonight called 8-Bit Christmas. It's about these guys trying to get a Nintendo back in the 80s. That was like me. So I definitely have to do that. But I want to thank each and every one of you guys for watching. That was a great stream. It was very fun. Had a lot of fun, Ramal, what's up, man? He said, yo, 500, what's up? I miss you, Denzel. I miss you too, man. It was so hard with multiple people talking to keep going to the chat. So I apologize for that. Should change my name into Reverse Flash. I like it. 500, what's going on today? How you feel about them Eagles? I feel great about the Eagles. The Eagles are going to win. I think we're going to have I think we're going to go on a run here. But we can't take Giants too lightly, I guess. We got to be somewhat serious. But I'm feeling good. I think the Dallas is going to lose tomorrow. And I think the Eagles are going to win on Sunday. Parker, thank you for Super Chat, man. He says, what does it mean to get double moonwalked in the ass? Think of like Stone Cold Stunner, right? You think of some wrestling closing finishing move. Well, mine is the double moonwalk of the ass. Jose says, happy Thanksgiving, Philly 500, drink a lot of eggnog. We definitely are. There's Vega. When am I getting a belt back? I have to wait until we play Dallas because Michael Anthony Wears the Fitness has the belt. not Pizzle. So I got to wait for that. Hopefully last game of the season is for the division. Carlos says, Giants are not winning next Sunday. Keep hitting that crack pipe. Smoke that ass, Philly 500. You know it, Carlos. You know it. No question about it. Anyways, guys, let me just take a second to say I hope you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving. I hope you guys enjoy today. Travel safely. Enjoy your family. Have fun watching the games tomorrow. I appreciate all the support and everybody gives me. It truly means a lot. And I just want to thank everybody. Hope you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving. You will not see me tomorrow. I will not be streaming or anything. I will be back Friday with a preview video and all those kind of things. But make sure if you haven't, click the like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And with that said, I am going to let you guys go. Thank you for spending, this Thanksgiving Eve with me. You guys, it truly means a lot to me, really. And thanks again to Mark and Pizzle. I will put their links in the description. And if somebody wants to throw in the chat, definitely do it. It was a lot of fun having those guys on. No doubt about it. But I will see you guys Friday. I will probably post stuff tomorrow at some point. But with that said, I'm going to let you guys go. Take care. I will talk to you all later. And of course, like, subscribe, all that crap. Don't be a dingbat. And happy Thanksgiving. And God bless each and every one of you.